Hey guys, I just want to take a second to say thank you, first of all, for joining my group coaching format. I think you're really going to enjoy the opportunity to get some coaching on your finances to help you reach those goals faster, but while doing it with other people who are on the same journey as you. Now, I'm going to be walking you through how to use Zoom. We're going to be using Zoom to do our coaching calls. And today we're going to be really focusing on one, how to join it and what features are available to you while we're in our call. And two, how it maintains confidentiality. I want you to know that even though we're in a group call with everybody, no one has to know anything that you don't want to share about you. Meaning, I'm not going to give out your name or anything about you, and you get to choose whether you want to share your name with others or whether you want to come up with your own username as you log in. When you ask questions, you can send those privately, we'll look at, so that others don't know who's asking what, and I won't share that if it's coming in privately. So it's really up to you how confidential you want to remain. So that way you can get the benefit of working with other people, with working on your money, without having to divulge your own personal life story. Now, some of you may not care. You're welcome to share your name with others. If you want to do that, that's fine. If you want to connect with each other, you can send out your info to them in the chat box. Say, hey, reach out to me. That's your call. But I'm not going to require anyone to give out their personal information. So when you get the Zoom link that I emailed to you to join the meeting, you'll click on it. And if you're on your computer, you're going to need to download Zoom. And that's what it's going to prompt you to do immediately, is to download the software. It's free. It's okay to download on your computer. It's trustworthy. So if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can join from your phone. You can download the app from your iOS phone. You can call in from your telephone if you'd rather do that. It'll send you a number that you can call in on. So you have some options. Now, when you download it on your computer, that's what I have right now. You're going to see something that looks like this. So I'm going to log out just to show you what the screen looks like. So when you download it and you get in there, it's going to look just like this. It's going to pop up like that. You can sign in if you have your own account, but you don't need one. If you don't want to get your own account, just click Join Meeting, and you'll have the link there, and you'll get to type in whatever name you want to put in. So this is where you can put your real name. You could create your fake name. I don't care. Whatever you want to do right there is totally fine with me. Okay, I'm going to open Zoom back up. I'm going to sign back in so I can show you what it's going to look like from the conference side. So I had a test meeting over here that I was using earlier. So there I am. Hey guys, how's it going? So it's loading. So this is what my screen is going to look like while I'm in there. And yours is going to look really similar. I just have a little more controls as the leader of the meeting. So over here you'll be able to see all the participants. Now on my phone, I'm going to log in as a participant. So you'll see me pop up over here in just a second. Oh, there I am. Notice when I logged in, there's no video running of me. All that pops up is the name that I chose. If you ever want on your screen to make one person bigger than the other, you can have it like this. You can have it automatically switch to the active speaker, which my cell phone microphone is on, so it's picking up my voice, although it should be muted. So when you come in, you'll be muted. Your video is muted, your voice is muted. And you'll see over here that there'll be a list of people, but again, confidentiality is 100% up to you. Now down here on the bottom, you have a chat feature. So this is where you can chat either with the whole group or you could specifically chat to one person. So since I'm showing you my screen, I can privately message Mr. Smith. Now Mr. Smith can privately message me. So let's say they had a question they wanted to ask. They could just type it in. So I'm just going to put test right here. That only is between Mr. Smith and I. So on my device, it would pop up there. So as I'm going through a session, if we're talking about budgeting and you have a specific question that you want to ask, feel free to either send it to the entire group. If you don't care that everyone knows what your question is, how do you budget? That goes to everyone and everyone can see it. Or if you want to keep it more private, feel free just to click my name. I can't click my own name on here, but you'll see my name there. Click that and it'll pop up right there. Now, as we're chatting, you have the option to raise your hand. And I can't do it on here, but I'll show you on my phone. Since I'm the leader, I can't raise my hand. But as I click the dot, dot, dot in that corner, you'll see an option pop up to raise hand. So I'm going to click it right here, and you'll notice on my screen, I can see your hand is raised. So I'm watching you, and I'll have all your screens appear. And so what I can do is I can click on you, and I can unmute your microphone, and you're able to share verbally what your question is. So I chose on my phone to make myself not unmutable. So you can do that as well. If you don't want me to accidentally unmute you, you can do that. But you can raise your hand. That tells me you want to verbally ask a question. And so what I would do is I'd say, hey, Mr. Smith has a question. I'm going to unmute him. I'm going to let him take the floor, and you can ask that. You can also share ideas. If I've asked a question from somebody else, they typed one into me and I'm answering, and you're going, hey, I have a thought on that. I want to share something. Feel free to raise your hand as well. You can join in the conversation. That's the value of group coaching, is we're getting advice from others. We're all able to help each other out. So you're getting to hear from not just me, not just what I would do, but other people's insights and other people's value. All right, so I would be sharing, if I wanted to share my screen with you, I could do that. I might do some whiteboard. As we're going through budgeting, I might have a mock budget popped up that you're getting to watch with me. Before a meeting happens, I'm going to send out a link for you to send questions in ahead of time. So that way, if you have something you want to ask, feel free to respond to that. Anytime during the month before the meeting, shoot me those questions. If you're just at home having dinner and a question pops up, feel free to just email it to me, and I'll log those away to make sure I address them in the meeting. Or I might just respond to your email if it's more time sensitive. All right. Last but not least, over here in the chat function, this is where, like I said, if you aren't private, if you would rather connect with people, you're welcome to do that. You can type in, hey, find me on Facebook. I'd love to connect. Whatever, if you want to. Not required. Remember, your privacy is completely up to you. Now, I will be recording all sessions. So as soon as this comes down, as soon as I end the meeting, I will have a recording. I'll put the audio file on the website. So you'll be able to access that and download the audio file so you can re-listen to everything we talk about. I'll also send out the video to you. Now, I'm not going to store those very long on my website. I might put it up in our members only section for a little bit, but the videos are pretty big, especially for an hour session. So I won't always keep it there. If you would like a personal copy, I can always Dropbox it to you or something, but I'll leave it there temporarily. So if you miss the meeting, if something comes up, you're not able to make it live, I want you to at least get the value of watching the recording. So if something comes up, you're not able to make the meeting, shoot me your questions ahead of time. I'll answer them during the session, and then you can watch the recording and follow along that way, and then email me any questions you have after that. All right, so that's really the nuts and bolts of how to use Zoom and how to log in. So if you have any questions about it before our session, just let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in our meeting, our first group session, and I'm looking forward to walking this journey with you and supporting you as we support each other in this progress of our financial freedom. All right, take care, guys. I'll see you in the next session.